everybody, it's Christine, and today I am doing a video hop with the team from Paper House Productions, and we are focusing on their sticker books. These are big 30-sheet sticker books, and what I decided to do is to go ahead and use one sticker book for two layouts, a boy layout and a girl layout. And yes, these sticker books are technically planner products, so that makes it even a little more interesting. So we're going to dive in, and I'm going to show you how I put these two layouts together using the inspirational sticker book designed by Shauna Klingerman. And let's dive in. I was going to show you like a whole flip through of the sticker book, but I think you're going to see enough of it from the video that I decided not to add to the length any more than I already was, since it's got two layouts in it. So first up, I'm going to start with the girl one. And what I'm doing is I am using these tall planner pieces to create a little bit of a background. These pieces are about 5 inches tall, approximately, and just over 1 inch wide, about 1.5 inches wide. I know if I was a planner, like a full-time planner, I would know these measurements exactly. However, I'm more of a scrapbooker. So that being said, I don't know those measurements exactly. But what you can see I'm doing is I went through the sticker book and I pulled out all the ones that have a pink tone to them. And I am just lining them up on my white cardstock, one next to the other, and creating kind of a monochromatic look. And I am going to use that as a background on my layout. Now that I've got the 5 on there that I want to use, I'm going to go ahead and cut those out before I add them onto my layout. I thought about adding them just straight on, but I decided I really wanted to do some layering with this, and so I opted to put them onto some cardstock first. Now, one of the things that's really cool about this sticker book is it has all these quotes in it, but it also has tons of really trendy icons and just really fun jewel tone colors. So it works really fantastic for either direction you want to go, whether it's just general color or if you want to go with more of a girly theme, more of a masculine theme, totally up in the air. Now, you can see I've got the base of my layout kind of coming together. What I did is I used some graph paper that came from an old Paper House baby collection, and I put that onto this yellow patterned paper background. The yellow paper comes from their travel collection, which is a newer collection, and then I used just some coordinating pink cardstock in the center there. Then I put on my planner stickers and 4 pictures. Yes, 4. I cut those down to size. I put them onto Pick Stitch and just sized them down so all 4 of those fit into a 4x6 picture, and then I printed them out and cut them out so that way I could get a bunch on there, but also scaling the size down without losing our faces in it. So you can see I've got kind of a cool graphic vibe going at this point. Now the next thing I'm going to do is pull out a little bit of this graph paper again, and I'm going to just use a portion of it to tuck underneath my sticker background. And this is just adding to those layers. So I've got like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers already going, and 6 if you count the pictures. So like I said, lots of layering happening. But that kind of tends to happen when you're working with just one product as your focus. Definitely, you kind of tend to build on top of each other more than staying real flat and in one layer. So I've got those on there, and you can just see right now I'm just double checking my lines to make sure that they're nice and even, because I've got a lot of straightness going on, so I don't want things to get off kilter. Then I'm going to add my title. Now, I didn't have a great title option within the sticker book because, again, it's for planners. Lots of great subtitles, lots of great journaling stuff. However, I needed a big title. So I went to my electronic cutting machine and cut out My Girl. And then this is where the stickers are going to come back in. What I did is I took some more of the rectangular shaped stickers and I put them onto my cardstock, and then I glued my letter on top, and you can see I am using that to back my cut file. Very simple to do. The only tricky part for me was that sometimes my letters were too wide. And so what I did in that case is tried to cut things in half and put the stripes together and things like that. Totally was able to make it work, just got a little complicated and hairy on my M and my G, really. But what this allowed me to do was, number one, use more stickers, and number two, bring in more color. So I started off with that pink and that yellow, but this really allowed me to bring in the turquoises and the navy blues and the golds, and it was just a good way to add some extra color without going too crazy, sticking to the color scheme of the sticker book. If you were to look at the sticker book, you'd see this is exactly the color scheme it is. Now that I've got the whole title put together, let's go ahead and start to really assemble the rest of the layout. The title is going to go on, but I'm going to use some 3D adhesive. This is some crafty foam tape from Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L. And the reason I'm doing that is because I have so many layers going on and a lot of patterns. I really want this to pop up and add some dimension to the layout, as well as not get lost in the layout. And so that is how I'm going to accomplish that. Now, I'm also going to pull the sticker book out and start going crazy with my embellishing. And this, I'm going to tell you, this is one of my favorite things that I have done in a long time. Not only the design that I came up with this, but the challenge to really focus on this sticker book was really fun. And it was super fun to do a girl and a boy layout side by side. It was just very satisfying. So if it's something you've never done before, and I'm going to be honest, I don't think I've ever done exactly this before, I definitely challenge you to do it. Either work with one product and really make that your focus, or do the same layout, but do it twice. Maybe it's for different seasons. Maybe it's for different sexes. Maybe it's for the same person, but one from childhood, one from older. It was just a really good creative boost for my brain. I am adding on the embellishments now, and I'm going to work between words. I'm going to use some of the little banners. I'm going to use just some little hearts and stars. And it's not going to be a really complicated layout. Yes, there are a lot of layers, but there's not a lot to this. And it's really one that anyone could recreate this layout. Given a package of stickers and some patterned paper, you could do it too. The colors really come together nicely. And again, I think that goes back to the sticking with the one product, where a lot of times we like to work in one collection. Same kind of idea. It's nice to work with a product focus to keep your colors all unified. So you can see I'm adding on just those different things. And there you can see that pop of navy blue up top. Now, one of the things you are going to notice is I am trying now to form a visual triangle. And what I mean by that is I am trying to frame my pictures and my title with a visual triangle. So I've got my top point on the triangle up there with adventures. Then I'm going to have the next point in my triangle down to the left side, just above the M and on that bottom picture. And then my final part of the visual triangle is going to be down underneath the G. And that just helps to bring your eye into the picture, and still allows you to have a lot of fun with decorating and embellishing, but still keeps the focus on the picture as it should be. One of the things that I like is also that I used this striped one over on the right side, the striped sticker where it says "You got this." I like that because I can go back after I've shared this publicly and I can add my journaling in there, and it will look really nice. My lines will be straight, and it just gives me a good set space to tell the story behind these pictures. So I love that part of it as well. Okay, I'm going to jump forward just a little bit because I don't want you to have to hear me talk about every single sticker that I put on, to the next step, which is often my final step in creating layouts and cards, and that is just adding some Nuvo drops. What these are like little enamel dot stickers. They are fabulous. I can't get enough of them. Like, if I could own every single color and not break the bank, I totally would. Just a great way to add a finishing touch onto a project. And so you will see me add that onto this, and I'm also going to add it onto the boy layout as well. Now, we are wrapping the girl layout, and we are going to go on to the boy layout. Now, you can kind of guess the color scheme based on what you've already seen of the sticker book. I am going to use a navy blue base, and then I'm going to really draw in the yellows and the turquoises and the blues for stickers. So I'm going to pull those off using a similar one on the outside of my boy one as I did on the girl one, so I have a perfect place for journaling. And quite literally, I'm going to do nearly the same layout. Differences come about simply because either I didn't have any more stickers like that, or I needed something with a little more of a boy touch to it. But it's very, very similar. And both the colors, I love the colors, so great. I am so happy that I picked this specific sticker book because I found it really easy to work with in this setup. Now, Paper House does have lots of these sticker books, and they are all fabulous. They are seriously some of their best products that have ever been made by them. And bonus, we are giving one away today in the YouTube Hop. You can be entered by subscribing here to my channel and then leave me a comment. And I want you to share with me in the comments if you're more of a planner or a scrapbooker or card maker or what kind of a hobbyist you are. And then that will get you entered into win. It'll get you one entry. You can get a second entry and a third entry and a fourth entry by visiting all the channels today. Down below, I'll have you linked up to Cami. I'll have you linked up to Sandy. I'll have you linked up to Christina. All of us are offering up this prize, and you can get multiple entries. And then we will draw a winner next week, and we will leave a comment down below if you're the winner, as well as we will announce it on the Paper House Facebook page. And even cooler, you get to choose which of the sticker books you want. So be sure to get entered. Be sure to subscribe. We all work really hard on these videos, and we have a blast doing it. So every new subscriber just makes us really happy. And so take that time today, hit subscribe on some of us, all of us, and leave us a comment. Everybody's going to be asking different questions. So carrying on back to the layout, you can see how this is coming together very similarly to the girl one. I am not in this one. The other one was selfies of me and my daughter, and this one is just one of my sons. But really cute picture, or pictures of him. I love doing layouts like this where you can show some of their different expressions and the way they smile and stuff. It's just a fun way to capture a moment in time. Again, you can see I'm just making sure everything is all lined up because I don't want things to get off kilter. And then I'm gonna start embellishing. I ran out of enough of the right colored stickers to be able to back my cut file for my title on this one. So I decided to just back it with straight up yellow cardstock, which is fine. And then I used stickers again to do my embellishing. I set up the same visual triangle. I had the same basic idea, use some big words, use some little words, use a variety of the stickers. In his case, I used light bulbs, I used plants, of course hearts, and just the different things that coordinated the best with this specific color scheme. The other one, the color scheme was more general. It fit like the whole book. This one was a little bit more scaled back, but you can see that color scheme. They have several color schemes that worked within it. Like the book itself has multiple different color schemes on top of just an overall color scheme. I hope that makes sense. This is a long video, and I have been talking for a long time, so if I'm starting to lose it, you know, you can't really blame me, can you? So anyways, going on, I'm wrapping things up. You can see where I'm adding stickers, all that stuff. One more thing I did decide to add was a tag, and I'm going to tuck that underneath both sets of my pictures on both the boy layout and the girl layout. And the reason I decided to add that was I felt like it was a little bit empty on that side of the page, I also felt like I wanted a little bit of movement. And by adding a tag and then adding string into it, I'm able to bring a little bit of movement, flow, texture into the layout without having to do a whole lot to change my design. So this was just a simple white tag with some baker's twine tucked in. I even use the exact same baker's twine for both layouts. But you can see it does definitely add a little something. I also think the white tag helps to ground the pictures a little bit more as well. So there you have it, a boy layout, a girl layout, both from the Shauna Klingerman Inspirational Sticker Book from Paper House Productions. Be sure to stop by and visit all the videos today. Leave some love there. I will link you up to all of them down below, as well as where you can find the products from today's video. And thank you for being here. Have a great weekend, and we will see you again next time.